Welcome back to your awesome video from Xtreme Stories. We're back with another awesome video. And today we bring back to you another amazing story. And today's vid is going to be revolved around something that I haven't told you guys about. And this is something that is pretty serious to tell you guys. So just as you guys know, this is not going to be a very happy one. And this story is going to be discussing about my dark side. Well, many of you may be confused of why I would make a video about this, but I had to because this is something that's been eating at me for the last year, and I just felt I should do it because lately the dark side has been dominating a little bit lately, and I'm not liking it because it's really hard to keep it deep within me, and it's been very stressful to do it. But it happens because there are little triggers in life that can prompt me into going into overdrive. Like when, for example, if something were to come up and it really tempts me, then I totally lose it inside, and sometimes it just gets one of just popping out of me or even exploding, which is the worst possible case. For me, I've been noticing it's been getting a little off this year. Like the past year, actually, it's been getting a little worse in terms of language, like silently in language. And back then, like if you guys remember when you guys were kids or younger, that you guys used to been just saying fooey and all and crap all the time because something went wrong. But now as a teen, then you're going to all these big words that that'll probably get you in trouble. And that's the case with me because the past year I've been noticing changes in the way I perceive things that go wrong for me, and it perceives me to actually saying the actual bad words that you guys hear today, and it's not very nice for me to be saying those words. But there are times where this actually gets a lot worse, like when people don't listen to you. And for the purpose of this video, this will definitely involve the coach, but this was not his fault this time. Well, this incident happened 2 weeks ago, and basically what was going on was our coach was telling us to keep the voices down at study tables because apparently one of the tables was actually getting out loud and they wouldn't shut up. So these guys are actually pissing me off because they were being really loud and they just wouldn't keep it down, no matter how many times the coach would tell them to. And then the coach eventually started adding push-ups. It started out from 100 and then it got worse, 125. Then by the time we knew it, we were at 200. He just kept being out of control because these guys wouldn't shut up. And after that, once we got out of the study tables, I went right to them and asked them why they wouldn't shut up. But they were like, yeah, we just like to keep it loud. We don't care. Well, crap to them. Forget them. That's what I thought that day. But I didn't want this to happen again. But then the next day, we were at study tables again, and they were doing the same exact thing. And the push-ups started all over again. We were at 25, went to 50, and that's when I got triggered because I knew those guys were gonna get us at 200 again. So this time around, I was not gonna stand for it. So then I got up out of. I would turn around every now and then I would start giving them the signal to shut up. Like I would literally just say shut up to them, but they wouldn't listen. They just looked at me, and I guess they were probably confused. But instead of shutting up, they went back to their freaking conversations. And that just pissed me even more. So, so I had to yell at them again, but they didn't listen. I kept saying it over and over again, and then pretty soon I started getting really really irritated with these guys, and my voice started getting a little louder because of this. Because these guys just wouldn't care. I mean, they literally didn't care about doing push-ups either, but they really drove. Even in my mind, I was thinking about going up to those guys and strangling them for not shutting up, because these guys just don't know how hard it is to do 100 freaking push-ups for something I did not do. So I don't know what these guys have in their huge heads that think they can ruin other people's day by not shutting up. But it's just a thing. It's just a small thing they could have done. They could have just if they had just shut up, they wouldn't have this number of push-ups to do, which is actually what we had after that day. Like the second, it was just half, but still, it was awful because these guys wouldn't shut up, and they went right up to them and let them have it. But still, they just laughed. I mean, they didn't seem to care. The whole week, in total, I think in calculation we did like 500 push-ups. Not kidding. We did about 500 push-ups the whole week, and it was just gruesome. I didn't even get to do all the freaking push-ups because my arms were like noodle arms. I mean, they're not as you think it is, but this was just the coach's policy. I mean, the coach didn't want us to slack off, so we still had to do it even if our arms are like noodle arms. Well, mine's aren't exactly noodle. You're just just really skinny. But I really hated these guys for what they did because what they did was very, very wrong. And all I can say was when I got home that entire week, I was always pissed out of my mind because of what these guys have cost for me. I mean, the coach should given justice to all the other people who weren't involved. Well, sorry for blaming you for this, coach, but this is partly your fault too. But words like this is what popped up all the time during that week because I was so irritated at what was going on. Even trying to take steps to get away from stress and anger is just so hard because even one day of trying to relax is still not enough because there will always be that one guy who would interrupt it all and just irritate me to the point of just driving me nuts. And then I just get very irritated, and then the thoughts of all this crap come up again. But that's not what I want to be because this is just something that ruins my personality because it's very hard to keep it in you if there's always someone who's always trying to put you down. But sometimes you gotta stand up against it. And even when it gets out of control, it just probably worth it, yes. But still, this isn't a consideration. But still, you should stand up for yourself every now and then. And that's it for today's awesome video. If you enjoyed today's awesome video, don't forget to smack the like button and subscribe to always get notified on new videos from this awesome channel. And I'll see you guys in a video next time.